Hey guys, here we are for another one. Doing a few more just testing games here with the two-man queues. So we're on the play, and let's see what we're up against. Just trying to get as many games under my belt right now as possible. This hand is okay. I mean, we want blue sources, we want Puresteel paladins. It could get there. I'm not super thrilled with this hand. I think it could develop though. I think we'll keep it and just still kind of learning which are the right hands to keep, which hands could potentially be hands we want to throw back. So just trying to get as much familiarity with the deck as possible, since my main goal is to really be kind of getting ready here for GP Minneapolis, which is going to be coming up in about the next 3 weeks or so, the next 4 weeks. And so being able to really be, and that was a nice draw there. With the 4 mortar pods, we do have a decent chance of drawing it, but even still, it's really nice to see that we're picking up mortar pod in this game right here. It gives us a lot of play against Delver. But so kind of with the PTQ, where I ended up taking 4th place, there's still a lot of changes that I wanted to make to the deck. It performed very well that day, but I found that there wasn't really enough power in some of the slow draws. Basically, if I couldn't get the combo going, I didn't have any sort of backup plans, and that way, I think that the addition, once again of that was a nice unit growth. The addition of the Mirren Crusaders and then also the Swords of War and Peace will hopefully help that out and smooth that out a bit. But I would love to hear feedback from you guys too. So if if you see like a card that you think could fit really well, or that you think would make the deck smoother or more versatile in some way, by all means, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. There was actually someone in a previous video who had mentioned that he felt that Moorland Haunt would be a better fit than the Inkmoth Nexus, which I was just sort of testing out. And in the PTQ, I actually had been running 1 Moorland Haunt. I'm now up to 2, and he was absolutely right that I think Moorland Haunt is probably a better fit in this matchup, in this style of deck than the Nexus. Okay, so this is definitely what we needed right here. And unfortunately he had the gut shot to go with it. So, one of the nice cards which is really good against Delver, especially the traditional form of Delver, which runs gut shot, mutagen growth, all kinds of nonsense, is the Spellskite. Spellskite is phenomenal just because it can redirect all of that. Gonna hope that he doesn't have some other gut shot. Probably does have Snapcaster into gut shot, or Vapor Snag, which is equally bad. Not a lot we can do about it. Luckily, he hasn't managed to flip them yet. But I mean, even if he had Snapcaster, we're still in a really bad place. there's so many cards he could have here to just really shut us down. I think at this point, the play, I mean, if we go Trinket Mage and he counters it, we're kind of dead in the water. If he counters the Gather, now we're still dead in the water. I think the play is just hope that he doesn't have the counter. And actually, this is this is actually just a completely terrible play here, since we had the extra mana with the Gather. Although we can kind of redeem ourselves a little bit, pick up the Mox Opal, so we have enough to equip Mortar Pod and the Husk. But even still, I mean, we should have just gathered there and then killed both. I mean, that was just a massive oversight, so I apologize, guys. With that in mind, we're going to go ahead and pick up the... We can pick up the combo, or we could grab Grafdiggers. I mean, Grafdiggers shuts off his recursion, but I think the combo is fine right now. So a pretty massive oversight there on not running Gather into Mortar Pod. Could very easily cost us the game. I suppose we will find out. Now, because he could have Snapcaster, I mean, well, I think it's still worth trying to kill it this turn. And it turns out he does have Snapcaster, so it didn't actually matter. So the theory is, you know, if we had waited till his turn, he could potentially draw something to help him, but if he has Snapcaster anyways, then he can just simply do that. But yeah, not playing Gather there pretty much cost us this game, I'm thinking. Alright, so at this point, definitely have to drop Gather. No question. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So he hits us for 6. I think we still have to kill Delver now. And then just chump the Snapcaster, or get the next Snapcaster next turn. Definitely in a pretty rough spot right here. My guess is he has Geist. Oh, there's Geist. So at this point we can go Trinket Mage into Mox into Mirren Crusader, which I think is the play. Just because we want to make sure we can block both of those. And actually we have the extra mana. What do we want? We want Lifestaff, definitely. Grafdigger helps, but we think we need Lifestaff at this point. Yeah. Opal doesn't really help us here. So hopefully, I mean, if he doesn't have the snag, we're in a pretty good spot. If he does not have Vapor Snag here, we may just win on the spot. So we drop. Well, I mean, he has the blue guys to chump, so it's not that good. What's the play? We can drop War and Peace. Equip to Moon Crusader, bash in. He chumps with Snapcaster and comes back for the win. We have to start bashing. I think. Let's see. Otherwise, we can. Let's see. Otherwise, we put Mortar Pot on the Trinket Mage. Put the Life Staff on it. I think we need to drop Collar. So I think we drop Collar, and then Life Staff. Yeah. So I think the play is we put Life Staff on the Crusader, and then also drop Collar and put that on the. Let's see if we drop Collar. Don't quite have enough mana for that Life Staff and Mortar Pod, so I think we can't drop Collar this turn. I think we put the Mortar Pod. Yeah. Mortar Pod on the Trinket Mage. And we can go ahead, drop 2 guys, and bash in. Yeah, I think that's the play. So we use Gather, and then we just use the Staff. Yeah, I think that's our play. Because, I mean, this guy's going to kill us very soon if we don't start getting in. I think, well, let's see, so Crusader has to stay back, actually, so we just bash in with Trinket Mage. We probably should have bashed with Mirror Crusader also, actually, come to think of it. Because now he just swings in for 10. We don't quite die, but it's close. Yeah, I think we definitely should have attacked with Crusader last turn. So next turn he swings for... Ugh. Four, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go to 12, but don't quite get there. Fuck. Oh. Alright, I think we have to... Need to gain some life. That was interesting. Never have seen Geist into Geist like that. So we have a few misplays here, but apparently he did as well. So, well, we may have just been gifted the game there. But what I like about Delver is, I mean, it's kind of reminiscent of the Cobblade era, where every single choice that you make matters, every single play that you make counts. You know, so making the right play every time really does reward you if you can do so. And that is the plan. We want to be able to make a flying blocker is the idea. So now we just chump and push for game, and I think that works. I mean, he could, of course, have Vapor Snag, which slows it down by a turn, but I'm fine with that. Or a Snapcaster for additional nonsense. I think at this point we just push. No real reason to equip it yet until kind of find out what's going on. I mean, we could actually, you know, put Mortar Pot on the human, for instance, or on this guy here. Not the worst. Prior to combat, that way if he plays Snapcaster, then we can respond to Mortar Pot. So that probably would have been correct. That's unfortunate. At this point we just want to lay down the beats. You don't want any more shenanigans from Snapcasters. Definitely pleasant right there. So now we get to trade, or at least drop one of those Dungeon Geists, which is definitely going to help. And then hopefully have enough mana up to also do this. And I do really want to trade, just because the life gain I think does matter here, so we'd rather just trade than beat his guy. And that should do it. Okay, so up against the traditional form of Delver, we want to make sure that we run definitely Spellskite, especially with all the stuff that we're seeing. We want to run Image for Geist. Most likely going to want to run definitely Misstep. Gravedigger's Cage is okay, but honestly doesn't do that much, especially if he's not running Lingering Souls. Definitely want another Life Staff. Quiver is probably... Quiver is okay. I mean, it doesn't target half of his creatures, so it's not that amazing. So probably leaving Quiver out. And then as for cards we're looking to cut, War and Peace is fine, but it's a little clunky. So I think we're going to take out the War and Peace. Crusader is a little clunky. I think we're probably going to shave one Crusader. I mean, he definitely does the damage. And then maybe drop 2 Doom Travelers, and I think this is how we want to run it. Okay, so this hand I think we're going to keep. If we can get even one land, I think we're set. It is a little greedy, but at the same time, I mean, our curve essentially tops out on 2. And we still have plenty of play, even if we don't draw the land. So if we draw a land in the next 2 turns, we're probably okay. Okay. So this is probably going to get leaked. There we go, here's the leak. Now he probably drops out Geist. We're so happy to not see Geist there. Can't even tell you. So at this point, I mean, he's got snags. We probably attack first, and then after that, drop Puresteel into Collar. Like, we could also go Trinket Mage here, but I'd honestly rather get the Puresteel down while he doesn't have counters up. Like, on the other hand, he could have, like, Gut Shot into Snapcaster, but that's fine. His hand is so small at this point that we just want to push threats down. So at this point, we probably do actually want to run out the. Let's see, we could just go Trinket Mage here for another What's the play? I think we actually want to drop Skype just in case he has Gutshot into Snapcaster for our Puresteel. We're not in any rush just yet. I think we just want to drop Skype. This way we're also going to have Metalcraft. So yeah, pretty much next turn it's Puresteel into Collar. And hopefully the turn after that we can go Trinket Mage for more of the combo. But Skype is so good against Delver right now. And then post combat we're just going to hedge just in case he's got like the snap, or the double snag, I should say. Also because we're so far ahead. Okay, now we've got the combo, so now we're totally set. Drop the Skype just to make sure we got coverage, and we should be good. At this point it's over, I believe. Okay, so 4, 8, 9, yeah, he's dead on the table. Okay. So yeah, another game against Delver. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll have more coming soon. But had a few misplays there, so it's always good to try to catch them if you can. But if you see something that you think might be a good fit for the deck, or something good to consider for the board, I mean the board is always changing. Definitely put it in the comments and let me know what you guys think. Take care.